As he walked past the city's castle, he interrupted his return and climbed the stone ramp that led to the top of the wall. From there, he could see Africa in the distance. Someone had once told him that it was from there the Moors had come to occupy all of Spain.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. The gods must be crazy. 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 Crazy, crazy. The gods must be crazy.
What you looking up for, God? I'm talking to you. Weed smelling like dead bodies, loving a shoe. Baby goats popping out for government checks. To the honorable moms, no disrespect. I'm not talking about the matriarch, but what the deadbeat dad, fake comrade, two-faced niggas. Stab you in your back multiple times. Homicides and manslaughter, a friendship on the rise. Watch the gods with pseudo doctrines, big shades. I stay back and listen to old school, stay sane. Around the gardens, always have a bag of crystals in demon spaces, amethyst missiles. 30 more steep the factors will make you officials. When study is beneficial.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. The gods must be crazy. Crazy, crazy. The gods must be crazy. Crazy, crazy. The gods must be crazy. Crazy, crazy. The gods must be crazy.
Enslaved by your own, didn't listen to prophet. Now you're living in sin. One tube, I can't stop it. You made your bed, lay down. Now you sleep standing. Notwithstanding in a dead status, birthright abandoned. Rather stay dirty instead of turning your card in. Then take your fares off if you're not turning your card in.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. The gods must be crazy.
When you go, here we go again. Wondering if we'll ever win. When you go, I can't help falling, even though it's a long way down.
Rep for the nation, no matter the risk. Not hearing one conscious black with the service from lips. I'm repping my national flag, FOH road spray. Civil of the more tooth gets respect or honor no way. On the high road, M-talk defeat stateless, say kill cracker. But when he gives you take gifts, hypocrisy at height. Stand on your hypocrite oaths. No matter how hard you try, you get the opposite of growth. While you lift glasses, we pour libations to toast. We are not the wandering souls. Moorish is our guidepost.
Just know it feels right.
Think they up, but they really. 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 Think they up, but they really.
When you go, here we go again. Wondering if we'll ever win. When you go, I can't help falling, even though it's a long way down.
Rep for the nation, no matter the risk. 100 Fahrenheit or minus 40 degrees brisk. Down for the cause and the effect of man liberation, which is raising consciousness, not playing station, not being passive. As almost are active, my throat and crown chakras past peak, stay overactive. Climbing Jacob's ladder under divine mind's guidance. The downfall has no end, no landing, just silence. Lower self-cravings when you overcome limits. Contact the inner standings in harmony with spirits.
Just know it feels right.
Think they up, but they really. 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 Think they up, but they really.
It's a long way down.
Up a fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Up a fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Up a fantasy, I'm living in reality.
My reality, my reality, my reality. My reality includes no illusion. Facts to a Negro's head gives a conclusion. Looking from the marvelous light, and no confusion. Has you in a fantasy thinking war's a losing. Even though Princess Michael wears Moorish brooches, not told you what the problem is. Niggas are roaches, still thinking like the colonists and lacking competence. If he didn't diss the birthright, a black psychologist wouldn't be getting put through the ringer over a license. If he don't do anything else for your more, it's priceless. So don't get played buying mortgage papers and cards without first studying. Be a man vanguard. Wake up, stop taking credit from your master's cards. Stay in debt. I bet the lower self you a bet. Higher self you abandon, left notwithstanding. You keep constricting and keep not expanding. Still caught up in debates with the back and forth news. Who you know are still liars, not speaking the truth. Pay for dirty Morse classes, won't study with us. That's blood and shark waters, good luck. You warned, we scorned for strangling feelings, maiming emotions. Reality check, see demons. Salivating, tasting your aura, lust in your passions. Go in meditations, body does devilish actions. Get back to your body, people watching you funny. Wearing skinny jeans with rips grown, crisscross dummy and civil little more tools. They sell you out, claiming professor. Index you on the list for the oppressor. But you are an heir, true successor. Drew Alia's fought Muhammad's predecessor. Turban with the sun, this and that of feather. High treasonous from the gallows hang together. Silent cowards down to their roots, with no courage or strength to stand for the truth. Challenge corruption, volcanic eruption from youth. Awaken memory banks, reconnecting with Ruth. Not terrified of the birthright. Not terrified of the birthright. Not terrified of the birthright. Know thyself, thoughts, scare and hurt, fright.
Up a fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Up a fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Up a fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Up a fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Up a fantasy,
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
up a fantasy,
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
up a fantasy,
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
up a fantasy,
Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Yeah. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality.
It's love, boys. Peace of love. We'll have the exclusive soon. That was just a teaser. Peace of love to all Moors worldwide. We wanted to make sure we continue on with the conscious community beatdown, the woke community beatdown, the stateless people who think they know their self beat down because it got put on the record years ago that it's not some outside people trying to mess up our liberation. It's people who are on the inside. And years ago, the more put it on the record, the more, because you know they're more land and all that stuff. So you already know that they're more. Stop playing around. You already know that they're more. Return of the Black and Morrisai and all that stuff. That means that they're Moors. So you could play the neutral BS if you want to. because you don't see them wearing a fez or whatever. They're not Moors. They're Moors. You could play around if you want. So the more put it on the record, years ago, put it on the record. So what really happened? Like what really went down? That the thing that he talked about actually manifested. We're seeing it today. We're not going to say that he's some reincarnated noble Drew Ali or anything like that. But certain things in this thing is prophecy that only people who were inside back then could look at today and be like, oh, that's how you put it up again. Remind people. Give them the reminder. Right? Let people play around with you. We know Moors who know Moors in that realm, community, whatever, of people who put information out to people. We know Moors who know people in that who know that they're Moors, but they're not telling people that they're Moors. They know people personally. They talk to them and they admit to them that, yeah, I'm Moor. But when they go talk to these people out here telling them that they're black, you figure out which ones it is. That's your homework. But because I'm GS, we get inside talks with people. We get inside talks. So don't think this is some looking for some boosting or something like that because we're showing certain people. It's not what that's about. Stop looking at the messenger and make sure you get the message. Stop watching people's face and take heed to what's being told to you. Because it's only becoming more and more obvious that it's your own that's selling you out all the time. You can blame the white man all you want. You can blame Trump all you want. You can blame Hillary all you want. Clinton, Bushes, Cheney's, whoever. Albert Pike, Aleister Crowley. You can blame them. Crackers, Peckerwoods, white man, devil, beast, where you blame them all you want. All this debating BS that you see going on, black guys started it. Why did black guys start it? What's the real deal behind the conscious debaters BS? The real deal, this all started because Moors were marketable again. Moors' presence was being felt again and taking all the energy away from the people who were claiming that they're not Moors, but they know themselves. And when you start realizing that, you can't just keep giving free classes to people. You can't just be giving lectures and, not cake. How could you cake? How could you cake with consciousness? How could you take consciousness and create? You could say it's an industry because people made thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars off our people suffering. The people who say that they know themselves, hundreds of thousands of dollars they made. Some people made millions, they say. off of playing our people. We're talking about all these same people who are in the realm of, we have the information, come get it from us. All that stuff was dead because the Moors were back. And the Moors were cleaning house. Like what was put on the record. All the different groups were under one thing. There was no debating. All of a sudden, debating started. And debating started because of Moors. Debating started because black guys were realizing that the black stuff is BS. Because Moors schooled those black guys. Moors schooled these conscious whoever's. Because all those people in that community been in touch with a Moor. Guaranteed. They can't say they don't know who Moors are. And now we're not talking dirty Moors or Moors who are on some folly. We're talking Moors who are credible Moors. Moors who are credible. That nobody could refute or debate them on anything that they exercise, type of Moors. Nobody could debate them. That's why they never debated them. But they'll find these little bit back Moors who they know. Let me don't get too far. Maybe I got ahead of myself. But I tell you, when this dropped, when it dropped, people missed it. Why? Because they don't conscious people really taking in doggy diamonds. Like I'm saying, real people who are elevated, conscious people, they might watch, but I'm saying the following subscribers or whatever. Not conscious people. They're just everybody who's interested in that realm. People are students of higher sciences. They don't really, last thing they're on is some internet. These people have been told by morals what's up. These people have been told personally, one-on-one, go to a Moor's house, sit down, open the books, go through the stuff that way. Meet up with a Moor at a lecture, Moor break it down to them. Moor have a class, they just happen to be there because, you know, why not show support? And they're not declaring who they are. They're still playing this BS. This is not recent, but it's talking about everything going on today. The foundation of this BS that you see today, that you have Titan TV in goddamn England doing some debate BS. How the hell is that's what I say, it became a thing. But just like everything, you know what I mean? It has to start in New York. And it started with these black guys, these African supporters, these black power supporters, these I'm a God supporters, these Assalamu alaikum, and even some Islam supporters that said, you know what, we could monopolize that. You got something off this versus thing. But that was late. In the beginning, it was because Moors were active. Moors' activity, Moors were having such an impact with the information that they were presenting to the people, that the people started becoming disinterested in the BS classes that were just the norm. Like, yeah, thanks a lot for some metaphysics and all that stuff, but like, that's not helping me beat this IRS tax, whatever. That's not helping me. And like we're talking about, we can go down the list from Africa Bambaataa, who he was going to Grand Sheik nature classes. Why was he going to those classes for? Why was Africa Bambaataa going to classes with Grand Sheik nature? Who's like our Grand Sheik? And many other Moors out there. You think people don't know what's up? You know who Africa Bambaataa is? You know who he is, right? How come he's not in some Kemetic BS classes? He's at Grand Sheik nature L-based classes. You think that people don't know what's up? You're the only dumbasses out here following stuff that you're seeing people do. When you don't realize that this whole thing's been set up, they got this shit checkmated. You can't make a move without them checkmating you. That's how they got this stuff locked down. Your mind. Your mind. They're letting you know what to think or whatever. Moors, we read books. We could give a hell what somebody on the internet, some YouTube, whatever says. Because we're going to go fact check some information and elevate ourselves mentally for real, for real. Moors had the vibration of the people rising. Something had to happen. And it's never going to be some cracker. It's going to be one of your black whoever guys that you're supporting them. That they're going to take a Moor and put that Moor in a situation that as a Moor, you have to defend that. And then because, you know, Moors are unified to a certain degree, another Moor who on his own personal had an issue wanted to put his 2 cents into. Because who the hell are you guys talking about? All of a sudden, you guys want to debate Moors? The plan failed miserably because the Moors basically stressed the point that you guys are full of folly. Because you're talking about we're going to debate some whatever like that. And the Moors are the only ones that are here with some books, and you're here with your long swinging hands talking about we're going to debate something. What do you mean we're debating something? You have nothing to present. You got some stuff written down on a paper? That's what you're presenting? Automatically. That's colored. Moors not even taking this thing serious. Plan failed. But ironically, instead of burying the loser of the couch debate, instead of burying him, put the flowers and be done with it, because obviously the Moors regulated black guy. Nah, they go get another Moor, drag him in. Let's bring this man in the ring now. and have the super grand rumble between the guy and the Moor. It's a big deal. And once again, the Moor wiped the floor with this black guy, same black guy. Instead of putting the dirt on and, you know, saying he's 0-2 against the Moors. You have to freaking sit down. We need somebody else or whatever. Since they want to play, they got facts. Nah. They start getting tag teams and all this stuff. Now we're sitting back, already have seen this, knowing that this is one of the guys who's down with these guys' stuff, and then they're doing all the stuff that he said in the thing that it's messed up, and it's like, hold on a second. Nah, they're not playing. These are brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? As Moors, we'll still say what up, and because, you know, it's not no callous disregard for our people's freedom and all that stuff that they're doing this madness about going against the Moors. All these freaking guys, master teachers, had a Moor as their master teacher. F-O-H. You really think what you're seeing today, if you go on YouTube and you put in, you know thyself, conscious, all the different hot words, and videos will come up. When you see stuff about somebody against somebody and all that, know that that's not something that is just happening right now. That's something that these people have implemented into what is so-called your learning. Go back and watch the debates where people actually debate. And look at that format versus the BS that they're showing you. And why would you even take them serious? Somebody gonna debate somebody, they got no shirt on? I'm really supposed to debate you? You have no shirt on. Wife beater? Anything? A little cloth draped around your shoulder, something? Nothing? I'm supposed to take this serious. For the liberation of the people's minds, who Noble Drew Ali told us these people have been in mental slavery since 1913. He's been telling us that. And that's it, but still manifesting today. So we already know what's up, because we're Moors. I'm not playing this BS. We're 100 different things with like the people who you choose to follow and chase around the place and fly them all over the goddamn place to teach you some BS. Nothing about who you are. You're always debating something with somebody. That the only way you're really gonna get info is if it's a debate, whatever type of thing. Just go check the views. The numbers don't lie.
So we've been infiltrated not by people in whiteface. You don't see crackers coming in disrupting. They sending in agents and provocateurs and whatnot. You dig what I'm saying? So the conscious community has been fractured by niggas who basically have come inside of the conscious community who wasn't built to come inside of this conscious community to have leadership roles in the first place. Because once again, I come from the LIU, the structure that was set, the stage that was set when we came in with A.A. Rashid, who might have been the last teacher to be sanctioned by the master teachers and the elders. They basically were the ones who gave you your stripes and your stars and was like, boom, you sat on the stage, they set you up at LIU, you was officially sanctioned, you got your button on some mob shit.
Got your stripes.
People who came in now, This shit is fucking Phoenix Academy. Niggas came in through YouTube, through a side door that there was nobody guarding the door. You came in on some Phoenix Academy shit.
Right. So like we were talking about last night, who was supposed to be guarding the door? When F-boy used the back door. Because there's a back door. So if we have this community or whatever, there should be somebody guarding the back door. For example, we have somebody that guards the back door, right? You know, we call them spooks by the door. Everybody has it. You know what I mean? No secret thing or whatever. But yeah, you're going to know somebody who's on the inside so you can get the scoop of what's going on in the inside. Like what? That's espionage. Why not? Getting the inside scoop.
You didn't get sanctioned. You got sanctioned by how many likes and comments you got on YouTube and views and whatnot. That's not real in my field. You know what I'm saying? So when them niggas came in, what did they do? They ravaged everything that was built before them. You got niggas who came in on Drew Ali's shoulders, Elijah Farrakhan's shoulders, motherfucking Dr. Sabi's shoulders, and shitted on each and every one of them when they came in. They talked shit about them, made clips about them, debated against them, and all of that stuff. It's almost akin to if Polite did a debate against Dr. York. I wouldn't fuck with that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are the shoulders that you come in on.
That's your elder.
So it would show me that your character is questionable.
So like I said, people try to make name off what we're doing because we're saying we're Moors. When Wrong Way Out wanted to debate, right? He wanted to debate. Set up the debate and all that. Cancels the debate because of Ramadan or some sister told him don't do it or some BS. Told you about Ali Muhammad wanted to debate. Was supposed to come here to debate. Nah, they want to come here. Let me go there because we could pack the National Back Theater and split the door. What do you mean split the door? 50-50. What do you mean 50-50? Now what the hell do you mean split the door 50-50? Like you think PowerPoint that I got is not about ending your career? Because you guys are playing around? You tell me about split some door? You think let me hold on 1 second. I just had to go give honors to the shrine for Brother Keru Imani Bey, the Moor, rest in peace, who gave me all the files on that dirty Moor, Ali Muhammad. That we did our own lecture out here when he punked out that he wants to try to coerce me to debate him in their debating BS and split some door. You just ask anybody how much people could fit in that spot. If you don't want to do that, just go research all the debate BS that's been going on from the start to now, all the different venues that they went to, packed house, people up in the goddamn balcony, packed for some debate, whatever, that nothing came out of it. Only these people splitting the door with your finance that you're supposed to be using to liberate a nation, but nah. You're funding the sellouts to keep selling out. You keep funding the sellouts and they keep selling you out. And you're blaming some white man. You're the dumbass that's supporting these clowns whose character is flawed. Do you know how crazy it is that the more gave me all the info on Ali Muhammad, then the more died of aneurysm? They don't go there. They don't know how real it really is. Because they're playing games. In honor of the more who let us drop the bomb, we're just going to drop the bomb. And give this one up for Brother Imani. Give this one up for Brother Imani. Ashe. These guys.
Well, I mean, because they sovereign.
Yeah, well, the issue is that you can't be sovereign without it. Oh, yeah. And Islam to Baba TV. Because Brother Baba made the trip. This is how much of a sellout these people are, right? And you can go ask Baba TV. Baba TV goes to the venue. Baba TV goes to the venue out here where the debate's supposed to be going on. He's standing outside of the event that was supposed to happen here. It's crazy too, because the more who called last night is the more who called and told me, yo, where you at right now? I'm like, yo, we're at the temple, just doing the lecture, because this man's punked out. Like, yo, Baba's here, I'm gonna set up to you. And you're gonna look at this and you're gonna think that this is some Sonetter TV or whatever presentation. But no, it's not. This is Baba TV presentation. Did he even put Baba TV on there anywhere? Did he even give him honors to say, yo, Baba, honors to you, bro, because you were the one that went to Toronto to videotape the lecture. And when you got to the venue, nobody was there. He ended up coming to the temple to film. This is filmed at the temple at 2533. The temple that we moved from. So Islam and honors, supreme honors to Brother Baba TV everywhere, even Canaanland. He was playing with you. So this is what we would have did in the packed house at the National Black Theater. But I wasn't playing some do the door BS with them. And also too, check the play that this thing has been on this since 2014 and it only has 15,000 views. But the first week that this was up, it had 11,000 views. Right? So they know what they're doing out here.
Nation. And Onondaga isn't a nation.
They
That's
call
a tribe.
themselves the Onondaga Nation, though.
Yeah.
When you go out there, because they only like 5 miles from my house.
Yeah.
Okay, when you go out there, it says Onondaga Nation.
Yeah. Right. Just like the male people say Federal Express. They don't got nothing to do with government. They're called federal though. But nobody even connects them to government. But they're called federal. Just like federal government. But nobody says, oh yeah, Federal Express, the government, let me go pay some taxes to those people.
Exactly what you're saying here. You're right. It's like they mix.
Right.
Some of them look like, they kind of look like me, they
right.
They don't look and they don't hold strong. I go out there like the elders. You see them holding strong to the culture, but their young offspring today, they don't care.
And that's no different than elders. You got a belt on and your pants up here. Okay. You got other people, they got a belt on and their pants down here. You got a belt on.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think
what's up?
That's the other thing. Stop that, man. That's been the other part of it, which I think the other part of it has been the way that they use the language and the words to mean other things. Ultimately, it's like the dictionary. When you look up certain things, that same word now doesn't mean the same word it meant 20, 30 years ago. So nation, in the same way, right? You can call yourself whatever. You put yourself there and you can act like that, but ultimately you're not going to get those rights because you're not fulfilling the rest of the requirements that it takes to be that.
Okay, so here's the next question. Is the Moorish nation recognized by the U.S. government or the Canadian government?
Can I touch on that? The U.S. government is recognized by the Moorish nation. Let's say it the right way. Okay. It's because we get the Treaty of Peace and Friendship gave them the authority to operate, to do business on this land. But to also push on that topic about the Onondaga Nation. When people talk about reparations is basically finance that's paid to a defeated nation, right? Now, if you agree, say like you're the corporation, say like I'm the Onondaga Nation, and you're the corporate United States, and you say to me, listen, I'll give you 100 million acres of land if you agree to be part of the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Okay. So I got to do contract. I got to do business with you in order for you to give me this land. Now, if you were actually recognizing my nation as the Onondaga Nation, then you would give me back all of my land.
Right.
You wouldn't be allowed to say, here, take this. Now, if I give it to you, naturally I can take it back.
Yeah, because that's the agreement.
I gave it to you, and this is the agreement. It's a contract. Exactly. So this is why they fight.
But isn't that a treaty that the Caucasoid originally signed with them, and now they breaking the treaty?
No, but check it. Let me add to that. You have that jacket on right now, right?
Okay.
You put it on the chair there.
Okay.
I take it up.
Okay.
I said, listen, if you go buy me a pop, I could give you back this jacket. Remember, it's your jacket.
In the first place.
Right. In the first place.
And then you're going to go buy a pop.
So you're going to go buy a pop for the jacket. When you come back, I just sold the jacket. I still get my pop, but you don't get your jacket back. Just think about it. It's your jacket. It's contract. Why are you negotiating with your jacket?
Here's the second part that I think about this, right? Because everything is contract. What you realize too is the so-called U.S. is pretending to be government. They're not government. They're a corporation. Right? So already that's another layer to it. You're dealing with guys who are saying that I'm the minister of it or I'm the state of this. Right. That's a corporation that has set itself up to pretend to be a government. So but then you have decided to do contract with them, which all of a sudden puts them into law. And that's where the whole color of law stuff comes into this, right? Right? Because they ain't government. The government's been dissolved. That's a corporation. But you have given them the power of the government.
So why haven't people heard about the Moorish nation then?
Why haven't we heard about it? They heard
But the whole deal has been, and this is what we've been getting at, is that the sellouts, media, there's like a whole list of things. That's what I realized. The whole stuff is layered. It's all layered. It's like, okay, first of all, we've got your children from school, so we ain't even giving you the right education to begin with. So that takes up half of them. The other third, the other third are bought off. The other half are killed. The other half are put in jail, right? So then you're left with 1, 2, 3 guys, right? Then you got to have true soldiers who are willing. Taj, Nature, these guys, Cujo, Senra. So then, but what I'm saying is that stuff is layered. It's so layered. That's the problem. You will have heard of it too in certain ways. But what you realize too is because everything's spiritual, they're also giving you all of that stuff in movies and all this stuff. But if you don't see it for clearly what it is, then so ultimately they have.
Right? So we held up our end, presenting our information that we got to the people, because the more told me, man, here's all the info. Here's his nationality papers. Here's everything on him. Here's court papers for him assaulting people. Here's court papers of him shoot out with whatever. Here's court papers with whatever. Here's nationality cards that they used to have. Everything. Why? Because he played him. And in the beginning, while everybody, majority of people who I knew personally, and I knew why, they were saying, no, don't debate him, don't do it and all that, you know what I mean? Because like I already knew what was up. But when this more linked me and said, yo, I heard you're about to debate Buddy. Let me get your email. And I opened the folder. I was like, I have to debate him. Because all these people know that they're Moors. All these people put in paperwork and stuff like that saying that they're Moors. All these people have sat down, like I said, with Moorish people that they know personally. But they want to debate things. Those stuff is over. It's just vomit. You're just eating vomit. Listening to these clowns.
So a lot of these niggas is questionable, and they was lame before they got into the consciousness around people who are not really hip to the street life and hip to what it is to have integrity and all that stuff, because they not up that cloth. So you posturing in front of people who ain't really built like that, so they fall for the okie doke. And this shit is 10-minute clips on camera. You don't know what happens when the camera goes off. You don't know that half of these niggas is cool with each other. You don't know that half of these niggas be on 100.
Right. Remember, every maybe year, maybe 9 months to a year, there would be a reacquaintance of the people who were debating. And then all of a sudden they'll be friends, chilling together, doing lectures together. Like, hey, hold on a second. You guys are just debating. What do you mean you're friends? Like, how are you friends? How are you going that far? That's no different than magistrate, prosecutor, attorney. Supreme conflict of interest.
25th Street scheming and thinking of ways to get you niggas to come and fucking pay $10 to sit in a fucking auditorium. So it's corny. And
So shit is conscious wrestling.
It's beyond conscious wrestling. It started picking up after Loaded Lux did the fucking shit with the nigga Calico.
Gonna get
you know
this right?
Niggas started. Then that was the revamp of the whole debate thing. That this shit looks like it's, you know what I mean? I could do this inside of this community and gain the you know what I mean? I could get it popping in here, and that's not what this is about, family. You know what I mean? The only debate that I'm willing to see right now is whose economic system works. That's the only debate that I want to see. You have to show me the motherfucking money. You got to show me the property. You got to show me the acreage. You got to tell me why people in your organization still work 9 to 5 and you niggas is sovereign and aboriginal and indigenous and all of this stuff. You did all of you niggas flipped your birth certificate, but I've been vending independently. Okay? I've been an economic sovereign. I've been a booster since the 90s, my nigga. I never worked for no cracker. I never wanted to work for a cracker. I knew that if I worked for a cracker, that it would compromise my integrity about who I was and my mission, because you're smiling up in these crackers' faces from 9 to 5. You're not gangster. You're not a revolutionary on your job. You're not Hotep Israel Ra'el Bey at work, my nigga. You're not telling Yaqub that you're gonna chase them back.
And we'll correct that yeah, there are Moors who are LB at their work or whatever, and they get supreme honors there. They don't stop their promotions, and everything that they do is to go back to the Moorish nation. They're not taking that and wasting it on anything or buying any BS. So keep in mind that this isn't today, this is old talk. And certain things aren't really relative anymore that he's talking about. So don't get it caught up that you hear certain things and thinking that that's how it is right now. Like, it ain't like that. I mean, we show you pictures of Moors on their work with their fez on and all that. And there's no issues. So don't get funny style because you hear certain things. There's things in here that does not apply right now. Because even at that time, there were Moors who were independent, who were doing their own thing. There were Moors who weren't working for anybody, European or Asiatic. Like today, there's Moors who are doing that. And then there are Moors, due to circumstance, that do have a quote-unquote job or job or work or occupation, whatever. Yeah, there's some people on there that's faking, but there's some Moors that are Moors at their work. They're not shucking and jiving at their work. They're Moors, and they get honors and they get respect as Moors. Nobody looking at them like anything wrong or negative or whatever. They get supreme honors at their work. Right? Exactly. If you know yourself, it doesn't even matter. So we just want to put on the record again that certain things you hear, don't get it effed up. Try to see the Moors don't, no, don't even go there. Don't even go there. I can hear people talking crazy. FOH.
Back in the caves at work. So you compromise. You play two faces. You talk two different languages. You bilingual, my nigga. You speak white language and you speak that conscious shit when you get off of work.
And then you speak nigga shit.
You speak niggardly. I don't believe you niggas.
Yeah.
So if I'm sovereign and all of that stuff, like I said, I've been independent for a long time. So I've been at the festivals. I haven't missed one. I've been at Monday class, Wednesday class, there's only 5 tables that set up. And when 5 tables set up, that means 5 vendors. So 5 vendors mean that there's somebody that started a company and they go in amongst their people to sell the stuff that the company, the products of, and services of their company. So all of these people who have suddenly became all of these fucking, you know, these, you know, I'm not a debtor and all of this other. Where's your companies at? Because inside of the community, you're supposed to promote to the community. You're supposed to have products and services on display. And the fucking shea butter movement and all of that other shit, that's not enough.
Instant shit.
The instant movement, that's not enough. This nigga selling DVDs, t-shirts, and shea butter. They've been like that for 7 years. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll wait. My nigga, like, I'll wait. So I don't see nothing. I'm from the show me state. I'm from the streets. I like to get styles on, my nigga. Style on me. Pull up in something. Like, you know what I mean? Let me just see something. So that's the only relevant debate that is worthwhile anybody's time and money at this point. What system works? Not what personality am I gonna follow? What nigga I'm talking about I like? You niggas sound homoerotic with all of these likes. How do you like another man? You know what I'm saying? I might, you know, respect your doctrine or whatever you doing and whatnot, but this shit is getting out of hand. It's not even a cult of personality worship no more. It's some other shit kind of shit going on. Because these niggas are so much flip side. I see niggas talk about they hate one nigga one week and then they like him the next week. And then they hate him the next week and then they like him the next week.
Right? This is what it is that you're seeing. This is what it is that you've seen going on right now. So there's a level of self that needs to be appreciated so that too much of the external confusion doesn't interfere with your frequency. So it's not going to take a lot to slip into the dark end. Because we're seeing people slipping into the dark end. Because of the frequency that they refuse to be on. Looking at self, focusing on self. Right? Self-mastery is really where you should be directing your energy at this time. But we're telling you, the days of master teacher, unless you know them personally, you're not finding that online. The majority of them aren't even there anymore. Nothing new from certain people. A lot of dirty people fell off too. A lot of people fell off. And a lot of people replaced them. Because remember, it's orchestrated. So they already have their mules and their moles in place, carrying whatever BS info that they want to put out, keeping the people away from the truth about their birthrights, which is the only place. Again, when we talk about this video, things have drastically changed as far as conscious awareness and all that. But that's only with self. On the external, everything he's talking about is going on right now. and it was already going on back then. Tell me all these years passed and nothing changed? Same BS still going on? Same debating BS? Same verses? Right? Another thing that we could put on there is all these shysters who came in through the back door, some of them who were already inside, that claim that they got products and whatever like that, and messing up people's kidneys and making rashes come up on people's skin. People not getting their products when they buy them, funds paid for and all that, could show receipt number. They didn't get their products. You know, so also to speed it up, we have to throw that in there. Don't forget about those opportunists. That, as we know, some of them were on the inside too. It's not just external. There was inside people who flipped. And flipped because of the fame and nobility. Always comes down to that. People's ego. Again, with where the people are relative to this, lots has changed. But certain things which should have changed have remained the same. Because it is always your own. Always remember, it's always your own.
Who wants to even be a part of that? That's sick and toxic. So I remove myself from all of that shit. I don't fuck with the YouTube and I do my radio show. We have KTL Empowerment. I empower people. We help people get money. You know what I mean? Through other means and whatnot. We help people with situations to get out of their situations. But all of that shit where motherfuckers are taking money, people are breaking up families, people are losing property. You know what I mean? People getting locked up. Nobody is being held accountable. Show me, let me see that debate. Whose shit is really real like that? I want to see, like Dr. Sebi, they try to put him in jail in the 80s because he said he cured AIDS. He brought 77 fucking witnesses to testify against him in Supreme Court. And they couldn't say shit. You dig what I'm saying? They couldn't say nothing to him. Show and prove. Because New York is going through economic warfare. Atlanta is going through economic. DC, VA, fucking Baltimore, California, black men are going through economic warfare. You niggas call it regentrification and get happy that they put a fucking bagel shop in a trap house. You think you made it. It's economic warfare. They won't hire anybody who's heterosexual that's standing on their square. The crackers is not feeling it. They're not bringing niggas like that into the workforce. So the organizations who's supposed to be going back to the beginning, if you were working as a whole, I was trying to push for this. Where's our unions? Where's our coalition? How you niggas have not infiltrated the construction market yet? The construction industry, where there's a construction boom.
Because all this shit is getting built in New York.
Construction boom in New York. It's a construction boom in every major city going on right now. So I know my brothers from the RBG don't work no corporate. They not built like that. My niggas in the Zulu Nation, they not gonna put on no suit and tie. My niggas coming home, they got trades under their belt. They not trying to sit in no cracker's office and be all proper and shit like that. They want to build and destroy. We supposed to have unions and coalitions for them. So I could tell my brother from RBG, I could be a Moore, he could be whatever. We could get $40, $50 an hour, fill our refrigerators up, have as many babies as we want. You talk that conscious shit after work. You paying dues and helping build up your organization and your motherfucking, you paying union fees so we build up our infrastructure, and 6 months later we could talk consciousness.
Right, and again, going back to Drew Ali, that economic slavery is our greatest plight And in this day and time, the individual who we're supposed to be supporting has to be doing stuff proper. Because trust, not because we're brothers, I'm gonna support you and it takes 800 years for stuff to reach. Or you go buy something and you're getting something and it's not what you ordered and size is wrong and whatever. Stuff has to be proper. You know, give thanks to those people who do their work right. Give thanks to those Moors who are doing for self, whether they have job or don't have job or whatever. Honors to the people who support them. The people who say, yeah, I'm actually going to support my own. If I need certain things, I'm going to do my best to get everything from my own. Do my best. Whatever it is that I need, get it from my own. Support our own in some way, shape, or form, whatever they have. Once it's beneficial to the community, once it's beneficial, once they're providing some type of service that is needed or product that is needed, they should be getting 100% support. No questions asked. Once they're doing their stuff proper. Like I've bought things from some Moors that proper. You're pulling your stuff out like, oh, Moors went in. Just to make this feel like love was in it. You know, many Moors out there in this time that are actually doing for self. Moors who even retired from the job doing for self. And then in turn doing for humanity as a whole. Not even looking at themselves to get something.
That's what I'm talking about. And you will never have to worry about no debating about what works, the Hebrews and all. Let me tell you something. If I got into any issues in the hood, you know who I would go and contract? You know who I would go and see when the cameras was off? The motherfucking Hebrew Israelites. Them niggas put in work, niggas. Serious. Them niggas put in serious work. So all you niggas is lame for cutting that shit off right there. That tells me that these...
Then we ain't going there because their stuff is all out of whack. You could just go to Canaanland Moors where we had to build with Hebrews who know that they're Moors. Right? And the only way that a Hebrew is legit and gets work done is if that Hebrew is a Moor. Because standing up on the street yelling at people means nothing. Stand on the street, yell at people. That's all? No. That can't be it. That's what we said. At least Moore's right rich trying to do something. At least that. Because certain things are activity. Boots on the ground don't mean that you're doing anything out there. You're just standing there with boots on the ground. Like, if your boots are clean, if you got Timbs with no scuffs, you're a clown. Because those are construction boots. Those are boots. Boots aren't for posing. Your boots have no scuffs, you're clowning. Why you even wear boots? So don't get caught up with, because boots on the ground, they're doing something. Right? They don't even know themselves. Because like we said, only Hebrews I know are Moors. I don't know Hebrews who are Israelites like that. I don't get that concept. Anybody Hebraic I know is a Moor. They got El Bay or something like that. Yeah, they don't do it. The fiction. They're Moors. Off the top. Their faith is Hebraic. Not Israelite. Because they know that Israel is a Canaanite. Which is why they're Moors. And got El Bay and all that. And this is a personal, because we've dealt with our brother Hebrews who are Moors. We know them. I mean, and it is how we're going to have the unity that everybody's seeking for us to have. How we're going to have it is by us being Moors. Yes, you can be part of whatever, but proclaim your nationality. Declare and proclaim your nationality. That's not asking for much. For all the Moors out there, we want you to give yourself a round of applause for knowing that you're Moors. For all the Moors out there who are part of all different whatevers that know that they're Moors, honors to you. That's the missing key. Nationality and birthrights. The missing key is nationality and birthrights. We can have unity tomorrow, but our people don't want unity. Because they've stopped seeking to find themselves and are caught up following people. And the people that they're following are not even credible. The people they're following are frauds. And they all don't have a nationality. But they all identify other people in the world by nationality, not by color. but then they identify themselves by color. Some might say shade. Most we can do is keep putting that word out. Keep doing what you can to get our people's attention, to get them into making sure that they study. Making sure that they study and know themselves. You want to give honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I want to give honors to all the Moors worldwide who know that they're Moors. All the Moors who know that they're Moors. Big up yourself. Stay true. Lazy thumb Moors. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up so people could see that some people like this, because that's what people need to see. So just do a favor and move your cursor over there and push that thing with the thumb. Peace and love to all Moors. Yeah, we're gonna run that one more time. For sure. We're gonna run that one more time. That was the Nuit Blanche video night. Yeah, they had some crazy ones. The stuff written in the back, the stuff written on the Civic Center was crazy. Yeah. Islam Moors.
Fantasy, I'm living in reality. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Up with fantasy, I'm living in reality. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Up with fantasy, I'm living in reality.
My reality, my reality, my reality. My reality includes no illusion. Facts to a Negro's head gives a contusion. Looking from the marvelous light and no confusion. Has you in a fantasy thinking Moors are losing. Even though Princess Michael wears Moorish brooches, not told you what the problem is. Niggas are roaches. Still thinking like the colonists and like incompetence. If he didn't get the birthright, a black psychologist wouldn't be getting put through the ringer over a license. If you don't do anything else for your Moor, it's priceless. So don't get played buying Moorish papers and cards without first studying. Be a mind vanguard. Wake up, stop taking credit from your master's cards. Stay in debt. I bet the lower self you a bet. Higher self you abandon. Left notwithstanding. You keep constricting and keep not expanding. Still caught up in debates with the back and forth who's who you know are still liars, not speaking the truth. Paper dirty Morse classes won't study with us. That's blood and shark waters, good luck. You warned me scorned for strangling feelings, maiming emotions. Reality check, see demons. Salivating, tasting your aura, lust in your passions. Go in meditations, body does devilish actions. Get back to your body, people watching you funny. Wearing skinny jeans with rips grown crisscross dummy and civil little more tooth. They sell you out claiming professor. Index you on the list for the oppressor. But you are an heir, true successor. Drew Ali has fought Muhammad's predecessor. Turban with the sun, this and out of feather. High treasonous from the gallows hang together. Silent cowards down to their roots, with no courage or strength to stand for the truth. Challenge corruption, volcanic eruption from youth. Awaken memory banks, reconnecting the roof. Not terrified of the birthright. Not terrified of the birthright. Not terrified of the birthright. Know thyself, thoughts, scare and hurt, fright.
Up with fantasy, I'm living in reality. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Up with fantasy, I'm living in reality. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Up with fantasy, I'm living in reality. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Up with fantasy, I'm living in reality. Can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Up with fantasy, can fantasy, I'm living in reality. Up with fantasy, Get fantasy, I'm living in reality.
Up for fantasy, I'm
Get fantasy, I'm living in reality.
up for fantasy, I'm
Get fantasy, I'm living in reality. Yeah. Get fantasy, I'm living in reality. Get fantasy, I'm living in reality.